headlamp.
Are you ready?
Nope. These flies, they're everywhere.
This is a story of redemption.
Buffalo Peaks Loop is an 11.7-mile hike with around 2,000 feet in elevation located a little southwest of Fairplay, Colorado. It's supposed to be a pretty easy 2-day backpacking trip. At least that's what we thought 2 years ago when we first attempted it and found ourselves knee-deep in freezing cold snow, causing us to turn back before we even hit 4 miles.
I can't feel my feet.
But now,
We're older, wiser, a little chubbier. Some of us have grown into our full size, but still cry, and we're gonna succeed. Mainly because the weather's a lot nicer. There's no more snow. So we're finally taking off at the butt crack of 4:30. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to backpack with dogs.
I'm like ready to rage right now. He really has no manners. He just pooed and stepped his entire foot right in the poo. And then he tracked that poo like 3 feet. This camera sucks balls.
Hey everyone, it's Ben from the future. I have gone through the footage now, and this camera right here, the camera that Julie had the whole time, our B camera, the footage is terrible. And it's because I bought it used and the previous owner had their own settings applied. I think I've gotten it now a little more, I don't know, fine-tuned where it looks a little better, the focus is better, there's no like smooth skin setting on and all this stuff I didn't know about. So bear with us on this one. All right, back to it. Remember how this was all snow?
At this point, it was still like frozen now and packed.
But remember there was that water crossing and we had to walk the edge?
Oh yeah.
Practice, it's good practice.
It's the sweet sound of nature. Really choking himself.
Ooh, and she made it.
I was scared. Whoa, look what Ben just found.
Ooh, that's awesome. Baba Vosh.
Let's see. Wait, we don't know his name. He's helping me a lot, but he's gonna kill himself. What he's actually doing is pulling my hips forward and sending my shoulders back, which is actually really good for me because I have terrible posture and I'm not good at carrying a lot of weight.
A little over 2 miles, 55 minutes. How you feeling?
Sweaty, but okay.
Look at all these bugs. Can you see them
So good.
flying around?
Oh my God.
What's up, big man? We gotta get that water out of your pack. Hip sweat. It blends in well with your tie-dye. It's looking good. How do I look? So, pit,
Small,
back.
large.
Oh, my hips, not so bad. My pants are falling off. But it's time for our first water break.
He's tired already. They've had like 5 water breaks though. Oh, he's stuck in the tree. How's that water? It's not actually smart water, it's just water from our tap.
And as you can hear, we've been next to water this whole time.
Yeah.
So we really didn't need to pack any.
We didn't pack a ton.
No, I'm the only one carrying water. Oh, Rocky's got water.
There's water for about the first half and then not a ton for the second half, which is why we did bring bottles, just
Come here.
in case.
You know, I can't get this if you're rotating while I do it. She's almost ready. She's almost ready. Okay, back to it. Starting to open up. We made it up a bunch of elevation.
So we're in the meadow now, and this is where we really started pulse holing like terribly the last time we were here. This is where it started to get like just mentally and physically exhausting.
When we first came, oh look, there are people camping up here. There were people camping at the same spot. And then right next to it, there's a little water crossing, and we had to throw Relly over it. So I wonder if it's still there. Oh, it was this.
Yeah.
it was this.
Because he was afraid to cross.
Yeah. Let's see if he's able to go. So, not quite the same. Kind of anticlimactic there. So this was all snow. We hiked up that hill and it was like post holing the whole time. We stayed along the tree line. We ended up all the way over there and then we walked out, crossed the water, fell a few times, came back and camped up there.
Wide open spaces. Oh man.
Uh-oh, here she goes. The mud pit.
Alright.
Woo!
Oh.
Successful crossing.
Woohoo!
More muck.
More mud.
Is there a way around it? No muck.
What the heck? I stayed on trail because I'm a responsible hiker.
See these in between these two trees here? That's where we stayed last time.
Like literally right there.
And it's only 3.7 miles, so we didn't even make 4 miles last time.
You thought we made it 5.
I know.
That's bad, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
At a wobble foot.
Okay.
4 mile break.
Kelly hates his pack.
What are you doing? 6:51. We have about an hour left. I'd like to stop by 8 so we could set up. I got ants crawling up my butt.
I'd like to set up the tent before we eat.
Okay.
Just get it done, and then we can, walk away.
All right, well, hopefully we can stop before 8.
Ready to pick up and keep going?
What'd you just eat? We've made back into the woods. We did pass one other group who's camping, and then we're gonna try to find our spot. We've made it about 6 miles, which leaves us, I think, like 5.5 tomorrow. Not bad. Rocky's pulling me down a hill. Oh, it's a squirrel. Yeah. So we're nearing camp, which means we need water. It sounds like the further we get, the less there's gonna be. So we found this little waterfall.
That's it.
Ooh, nice and ice cold. Not a quick process. All right, so we should be good on water for tonight. Is this deer shit? Don't eat it. He's a notorious deer, elk, moose poop eater. The upside down exclamation point. We're on track. It's getting dark.
We found a campsite, I think.
How do you know why we're whispering?
Because I think there might be elk over there.
Oh. I'm gonna try to set up our tent right about there. Ta-da! It's about 9 o'clock now, but as you can see, the dogs are pretty pumped for dinner. Wait. Okay. So in total, it took us about 3 hours to get here, which is what we planned for. And we went a little over 6 miles. The mosquitoes are pretty bad. That's why I've got this on and I'm covering up as much as I can. But we got everything set up now and they're eating. So now it's time for us to make our dinner. Fettuccine Alfredo with chicken. Lasagna. You can never get enough. We actually have like mosquito nets for our heads, and I think we're gonna have to put them on. Yeah, you should go put yours on. Wow, sport it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes.
Now we wait. It honestly smells so good.
Look at that. We're gonna try to eat this as fast as we can because the mosquitoes are eating us alive.
It's delicious. How's it?
Didn't quite cook all the way.
All right. So now we're gonna eat and get in the tent.
Yep.
What do you guys got going on in there?
Got 2 dogs. Stay.
It's my turn to come in.
Can you see me?
Yes. Rock's passing out there.
No space.
Riley's squeezing his head in there. There's not enough room in this bed. This isn't a bed. It's 9 o'clock. It's not that late. So we're going to watch a little something.
A little something.
A little something. Maybe some sea. See what?
Some sea. Morale.
We should camp here.
We just started walking.
Come on.
Good morning. What do we get? Like 2 hours of sleep?
If we're lucky.
Go ahead. Looking good. We tried to sleep in a little bit because we didn't get any sleep last night. It's probably the worst sleep we've had in the tent. I don't know if it's like when we first were staying in it all together, Relly was a little smaller. But now that we've got 2 full-grown dogs and us, there's just not enough room in there. It's like they keep moving. They can't get in a comfortable spot. Rocky can't lay without his legs out. And then Relly gets cold, so he doesn't want to be anywhere where he's not like snuggled up next to somebody. So it's just the whole night we were rolling around, and I don't know. I think we got like 2-3 hours of sleep. So we're gonna change our clothes and then eat some breakfast. Breakfast time. Really? Take it or leave it.
My body hurts.
This is for our oatmeal. And we got that left for coffee. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Instant coffee? I don't really like these. Got my hot lips so I don't sizzle them up.
It's really hot. Ew.
So we got ourselves a little bit of coffee and then Kodiak oats that Rocky's gonna try to eat. We're trying these out too. Sweeten the burn buns. Is it just honey? So we got about 5.7 miles to go. Luckily, the majority of it's downhill. We really only have about 400 feet to ascend. So today should be a lot easier than yesterday. We've already had a couple people like walk past our campsite this morning. We're not early risers. Rocky gets me up in the morning usually. Julie's a little harder to get up.
What's that?
So how do your hips feel today?
Oh, remember when I said yesterday that Relly was like taking all of the weight off my back and pulling my hips forward? I'm regretting that now.
Ravi, the troublemaker. Can't stand still.
She's taking the lead.
What's that?
That's a beaver dam.
So we're back into the woods. I've almost fallen twice. Rocky's just pulling me and my boots don't have tread. They've worn off over the 2 years I've owned them. So I'm a little nervous, especially when I'm walking around with over, what, $3,000 on my chest. Come on, Granny. Yeah. So we went 3.2 miles in about an hour and a half, so we're on schedule. But we're gonna fill up on water, and the flies, man, they're just biting the shit out of me.
Getting some energy.
It's pretty good. It's a little dry.
They're pretty overpriced for what it is.
Yeah.
It's not very affordable to go backpacking or any type of
Outdoor activity.
yeah.
We understand, you know. A lot of people don't have the opportunity to get to do this stuff because it costs a lot.
Yeah, so we wanted to thank
All of our
Patreon.
supporters,
Yeah.
Our Patreon, any partners that we've had, one-time donors. Yeah, and a special thanks to Yazdi. Because man, did you really help us out this month.
Yeah. You really did.
We appreciate it.
Here it is. the last push of elevation, you guys are gonna notice that Julie's recording stops when she starts to get tired.
Relly's getting tired, which means he's not gonna pull me uphill as much.
Feels good, huh?
No wind. There's very little shade. It's all uphill.
Ben says I have to record myself and I don't want to. Because I'm tired and I'm grumpy. Be entertaining on camera when you feel like you're dying and you just want to be done. This is all for you guys. Are you enjoying it? He's always like, oh, the hardest parts are the most fun. It's fun, put a smile on. I'm dead. So he's got a stupid smile on.
Yeah, you're making good pace.
Smiling.
Man down. He's back up.
He's physically responsible for me making it up every single incline.
It's hard work, Russ.
I'm almost done.
She just keeps asking me, how much more elevation? How many more miles?
Because when I'm
much
in
time?
control of that stuff, I check it like every 5 steps.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel a little better. When I don't know, then I just feel like I'm trudging up an endless hill and it's never gonna be over and it sucks.
She's such the outdoors woman.
Yeah.
Okay, we've made it up the rest of the incline. It's all downhill and we're homeward bound from here. Just less than a mile. Whew. He's toast. He's
Yeah.
over.
He's-
His mama tortured him.
He did a lot of work. I can't
She
stop him
relied
from
on
pulling.
him.
I can't stop
She
him.
just couldn't
Don't.
hack it.
Let's finish this crap out. You want ice cream today? We could maybe.
I can't afford ice cream. You guys did it.
Woo! Yeah.
Redemption.
Redemption! We did it! We owned it!
A little less than 3 hours to go 6 miles.
Hey, less
just-
than 24 hours.
Just a little less, yeah. Let's
My
drop
back
these
hurts.
packs.
Yeah. Can we play in the river?
Yeah, let's go in the river.
Alright.
So, what did we get from this? Well, I guess the main takeaway is we need a bigger tent. And we also learned we're kind of out of shape to be thinking we're gonna do 9 miles in a day with all of our backpacking gear. And it might be time to get myself some new boots with a little better tread.
Not only did we do this backpacking loop because we wanted to prove to ourselves that we could, but also because we are gearing up for a much longer and more difficult backpacking trip that we're embarking on in just a few short weeks. And that's because getting outside and pushing ourselves like this is really what we enjoy doing.
At times during the rebranding of our YouTube channel, we've caught ourselves focusing on making videos that we think, potential viewers might enjoy more. Not to say that we haven't enjoyed the stuff we've done so far, we've had a lot of fun with it, but we have skipped things that we really wanted to do just because we thought people wouldn't really care to see them. And we don't really want that to be the way we
Our
do
life.
things. Yeah.
I don't know, we're trying to figure that balance out now. But what we have learned is that this channel has had a lot of success as a van build channel. And transitioning that to travel and adventure content might not have been the best idea.
And if you've made it this far into the video, it probably means you're watching us because you actually enjoy us, not so much the things we're doing or the subject matter of the video themselves. And because of that, we want to give everyone a heads up. We'll most likely be changing the channel name back to Dog Cat Man Van and then taking out there and creating an entirely separate channel. That way we can leave this as a build resource for viewers and then start fresh with our travel adventure content. And then we can bust it down into playlists depending on what that activity is. Say we're gonna be fishing or hiking or climbing.
That way, we might have a better chance at the algorithm understanding who we are and what type of content we're making so that it can find the right audience for the new channel.
Yeah, and we're giving you a heads up because the name change might have came as like a surprise to most people, even though we did give a little warning in one of the videos.
Just one little heads up.
So we're gonna probably do this on a few videos moving forward before we actually make the change.
So ultimately, we just want to thank everybody for following along and sticking with us, and let you know to keep your eyes and ears open for that new channel that will be launching sometime in the beginning of August.
So now we're gonna head off and climb ourselves a 14er. And
Colorado's highest peak.
while we're all nice and sore from this loop we just did. We'll see how that goes.
So yeah,
I used like a baby wipe on my neck, so now it's all tacky. I hate that.
It's very sensitive to baby wipes.
I think I have sensitive skin in general. It's one of my biggest pet peeves or hatreds in the world is when your legs stick together. You know, like when your thighs will stick together because you're sweaty.
Yeah, but you're wearing
Especially
pants.
when you sleep. No.
He's wearing pants.
My
How
pa-
can your thighs stick together when you're wearing sweatpants?
The pants would have to be cut all the way up to my belly button.